So defining patterns right here, if I select an area, something like this, and then I go into Edit, Define Pattern, I now have a new pattern. So if I now go into, let's just create a new layer and deselect the active region. If I want to create a pattern, by default, the one I just created is loading in. Now you'll notice something. You'll notice that it has kind of this tiling effect. There is a way to solve that, and I kind of want to show it to you because it makes all the difference in creating a nice pattern. I'm going to copy this. Oops, let's get on the right layer. Copy this, create a new, new canvas, and show you something that I don't think I've shown you before. If you go into Filter, Other, Offset, so Filter, Other, Offset, you can offset where it is on the canvas. This only works if you have a single layer. If you have multiple layers, it doesn't quite work. And I'm going to use my stamp tool. So here we go. Just use my trusty friend, the stamp tool. And while this doesn't solve everything, we'll still see the colors changing. Just because the colors on this were changing a bit, I'm going to select all. I'm going to go into Edit, Define Pattern, Pattern 5, deselect, close out of this. No, I don't need to save it. And now go into Edit, Pattern. And you can see now it's not perfect, but we don't have that hard edge right there. And we could play more with the Filter, Other, Offset. And while there's all sorts of things I can do with the pattern, it's just kind of cool that that's an option using this right here. So we can create our own patterns relatively easily doing that. Now the Define Custom the Define Custom Shape tool is if you just create a shape of some sort that you're going to want to reuse again and again and again, you can go into Edit, Define Custom Shape, and suddenly you have a shape too. And now when you go into Custom Shapes right here, it will be inside of the drop down, and you can just kind of create as many of these lovely shapes right there. And that's what Define Custom Shape is all about.